give people their flowers. While they can still smell them. Mark Nash. Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga. My brother. Let's get this done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up. Cash app, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. Yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Yo, 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 yo. What up, 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 people? Oh. Welcome back to another edition of Mike on motherfucking Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big up to that 501 and that 317. Y'all know how I get down, baby. Little Rock, Indianapolis, I'm back, you back, she back, he back, they back, we back, and we in the motherfucking building. Yes, sir. Man, oh man, oh man, we had a legendary fight this past Saturday night, man. Deontay Wilder took on Tyson Fury in their trilogy, and Fury was able to become, he was able to keep his title. I can't lie. I can't even front and be like, I ain't a little bit sad. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I can't even lie to y'all. I'm hurt. I thought Deontay Wilder was going to do the necessary things to avenge his last loss to Fury. That was not the case. That was not the case, man. Fury came out there last night or night before last and put his game plan to work. I mean, it was no secret, man. Guy came in at 277 pounds, maybe a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? What I do know is I'm not one of these guys that like to rain on people's parade after they lose. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it to Anthony Joshua, and I'm not going to do it to Deontay Wilder. What I noticed and what I've seen over the last couple of days, man, I see a lot of guys who don't appreciate what Deontay Wilder did in that fight. What's going on, Smart Money? Big up to my guy, Smart Money, on the super chat. He says, "What's up, Mike? In my opinion, Wilder has taken too much damage and would struggle to come back. What do you think? Wilder also looks scared." Scared? I definitely don't agree with Wilder looking scared. Nervous, timid, maybe. Unsure of the game plan, maybe. But scared, a scared guy don't go out there and battle until his very, very last breath. Battle until his very, very, very last ounce of energy that he has. That's not what a scared guy does. But I don't know about him struggling to come back either, Smart Money. I don't know about him struggling to come back either, man. The guy, to me, like, honestly, it wasn't like, if we looking at the fight, Fury landed some good shots. Fury landed some very, 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 very good shots on Wilder. But I think at the end of the day, it was more fatigue from Wilder than it was him being concussed and or Fury. I mean, and I don't want to take nothing from Fury. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to do that today. I'm not here to take anything from Fury. I'm not here to talk about no gloves. I'm not here to talk about him cheating. I'm not here to talk about none of that shit today. Today, man, Fury deserves all the praise, all the credit, all the accolades that anybody wants to give him. He went out there last night. I mean, on Saturday night, and he showed us that he might be the baddest motherfucker in boxing. He might be the baddest dude in boxing. Apologize to Mark Breland. I mean, why did you apologize to Mark Breland for? All right, Late Show 42. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Since you want to goddamn Dennis Milton was good. Late Show 42 was good. Smart Money was good. Rick Bad Boy was good. Ames was good. KDDR 7989 was good. Rubitsky was good. Love Patrick was good. The Fans Corner was good. It's my opinion was good. Everybody want to talk about that long count. Long count. Man, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. The referee, I mean, and we looking at Fury like the guy was looking right at the referee. Like he wasn't asleep. You know what I'm saying? So you can say it was a long count. Wilder got a long count too. And we keeping it 100. Both guys got a long count. Oh, walk this way. Hold your hands up. Walk this way. Both guys got the exact same thing. Both guys got the exact same thing. And Fury, to me, Fury was going to get up. I don't really care about the long count. I really don't. It makes no difference to me. It makes no difference to me, man. The long count, it is what it was. It is what it was, man. And one thing that I have a problem with, though. One thing that I have a problem with, right? Let me find this tweet. Let me find this because Ams shared it with me this morning. Ams said, "Hey, Mike, here you go, right here, Mike.
Great, but the greater man.
All right, let me see.
Great, but the greater man won.
More. See, can I download this video?
Great, but the greater man won.
Say that Tay Jones had some stuff to say after the fight. I really didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't. Like, to me, you don't do this kind of shit, man. Like, you don't do this kind of shit, man. And it seemed like to me, everybody want to play Monday morning quarterback. Everybody want to play Monday morning quarterback. Everybody want to say, "Oh, he should have did this. Oh, he should have did that. Oh, he should have did this. Oh, he should have did that. Oh, he should have did this. Oh, he didn't. No, bro. It is what it was. The better man won. The better man won on the night. I don't give a damn what game plan they had coming. That game plan wasn't going to be enough to defeat Tyson Fury. And real quick, man, let's get out to this audio right quick. Let's get out to this audio. And it's some more things that I want to get to. But before we do that, let's play this Tay Jones audio real quick. And I just want to make sure everybody can hear it. Make sure y'all can hear this shit. All right, let's go.
Great, but the greater man won. Period.
Okay, my audio not coming through. Audio not coming through the West Coast. Yes, on speaker. There we go. Here we go. Right here, Tay Jones. He was on Barbershop Conversation last night.
The greater man won. Period.
Mm-hmm. You know Allen Sims Fury had Wilder in the headlock for 3 seconds every round. That's how he gassed. He used that 300 pounds lay on him. And
he really didn't wrap him up, but
Porter's going to get stopped.
Nah, I disagree with that because
that's not an excuse.
He was gassed before that. Before he was clinching.
Fred, that's not an excuse, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the first 2 rounds was marvelous. Fury wasn't goddamn clinching in the first 2 rounds.
Facts.
My brother started gassing like the middle third, early fourth.
I don't know, man. Man, he lost.
Fred,
That's heavyweight.
no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
No, what I'm saying, no. I'm not.
So he's right, though. He's right. But honestly, that game plan that they had, it wasn't feasible to keep up for fucking 12 rounds. Wilder came out in round 1 and threw almost 60 punches. He almost threw like 60 punches in round number 1. Like, no, if you're not Adam Kownacki, if you're not Big Baby Jarrell Miller, you can't keep that pace up. You can't keep that pace up, man. And honestly, I agree. Wilder looked tired from round 2 on. He started to slow down. And again, you're asking a man to go out there and do 60 punches a round, and that's not the kind of fighter that he is. He's never been a guy who goes out and throws volume like that. So the game plan to me, I'm looking at the game plan. If y'all want him to throw all these fucking punches every fucking round, like y'all, that was a bad game plan. That was a bad game plan. And we seen it unfold Saturday night. Wilder was done. Wilder was tired. He was gassed. He was gassed. And it just, I don't know what Malik Scott and the people in his corner, like, again, I don't need the motivational shit. I don't need, oh, you the greatest, you got power, no, bro. We don't need that shit. Hold on, man. Let me see, can I find what I'm talking about? Let me see. I wonder if I still got the pay-per-view on deck. Schedule and replays. I wonder if I still got the pay-per-view on deck, man. Let me see. Let me see if I still got the pay-per-view on deck. Saturday. Nope, then the prelims. So I can't go find the pay-per-view. I can't find the pay-per-view on my damn, man. I'm looking for that pay-per-view. Let me see. Can I go to my profile, subscription, newsletter, ESPN Plus subscription? Let me see. I just want to let y'all hear what was being told to Wilder in the corner. No direction, just motivational speaking. I don't need a motivational speaker. There we go. Manage. I can't watch the motherfucker. So what's good on buying a fucking pay-per-view if you can't watch it? I mean, I done bought the motherfucker like 3 times. I mean, once. I can't rewatch the motherfucker. Oh, they tripping. Let me see. History. Let me go down my history right quick. See, can I find this pay-per-view and watch the motherfucker, man? I don't get that. I don't get that at all. There we go. Let me see. Can I watch it right here? Here we go. Let me see. Will it come on? Yeah, man. He Malik Scott. He not, man. Fire Malik Scott. I bought on ESPN. Fire Malik Scott, man. Referee, like I can't sit here and pretend like Malik Scott did a great job. I can't pretend like, oh Malik Scott, man, he put him in the best position to win. No, man, he did not. Malik Scott. I'm looking at it, and it's more motivational speaking. It's more motivational speaking. You was born with something that's gonna change this fight. How about you tell him, goddamn me, not to throw so many punches in the first round? How about you tell him, I'm saying, man, calm down a little bit. Don't let too many shots go. You don't wanna wear yourself down. You ain't telling none of that bullshit, man. And maybe it's Wilder's fault. Maybe it's Deontay's fault for bringing these guys in the camp who really ain't being a trainer. I mean, it's cool to have somebody out in the gym giving pointers. But you giving them pointers is cool. When are you gonna earn your money? You don't earn your money in the preparation. You earn your money during the fight. You gotta give him different things to do in the fight that's gonna come back with Fury doing. And he did not give him nothing. He literally gave him nothing. No, I might piss some people off. I don't give a fuck. Wilder might even get mad at me. It is what it is. But Malik Scott, I'm looking. Thank you for your service. But going forward, we ain't gonna. I mean, I ain't gonna say we, but I don't think that Wilder should keep you. B-Dawg said he started off good with instructions, but when things got desperate, he couldn't help him. That's the main look, bro. Starting out when shit is cool, it's great. Starting out when shit is cool, I mean, ain't gonna be no problems. It's about when you face adversity. You gotta learn how to face adversity, man. If that dude that I hired, is he gonna help me with adversity? And Malik Scott, I mean, that adverse situation that we had Saturday night, I didn't see him giving Wilder what needs to be done. All that brotherly love talk coming from Wilder in the final press conference was a little too much. Sounds like Wilder and Scott are soulmates. All right, whatever, man. Whatever you say. All right, we got a Skype open right now. Hold on. Give me 1 second, 502. 502, call right back in. 502, call right back in. 502, I got you, man. Call right back in, man. I ain't have my Skype open. I mean, honestly, today, man, it's all about praising Fury. KDDR99 says, imagine Wilder would follow through on instructions, but Mark Breland would get Wilder. Instead, got trashed and Cam replaced by Malik and cheerleaders. Shaking my head. It's hard to, it's very hard to disagree with that. No, call back in. Call back in, Brandon. I got you, man. I didn't have my Skype open. Only reason I knew you was calling because the Skype is also on my phone. Brandon Corey Williams, what's going on, my brother? Can you hear me?
Yo, yeah. My bad for the background noise, man. This is Brandon, man. Brandon Corey Williams.
Louisville, stand up. What's going on, brother?
Yes, sir, man. First off, I'd like to say congratulations to all the British chiefs in the chat. Now the British chiefs all over the globe. Your man pulled it off Saturday night. Now, to speak just from what I've seen and from what I done heard from these last 48 hours, to listen to the YouTube professionals and the boxing actual professionals speak, man. When D got hit, D kind of resorted back to what D knew. and that was something that I believe we all collectively was fearing that he would actually do that. Because last night, I'm gonna name a couple of people. I ain't trying to promote anybody's channels, but
Bro,
I
don't give a damn, man. Go ahead.
That's a bet. I was watching Fred boxing shop barbershop conversations last night. He had Tay Jones on there, and they was asking Tay Jones of what he seen. He said he was sitting next to the judges in first round, like everybody seen. When D was working that body, man, he was thudding dude. Tay Jones said, man, you can literally hear the thud when he was hitting him, and as well as you can see from watching it, he was leaving a big red mark on Fury's stomach. Now, going into the second round, did he gas out? You know, I know everybody's been talking about the muscle gain, but at the same time, we also got to take in consideration that D had down there 2 years, you know what I'm saying, to prepare with that muscle on. They asked Tay Jones, did he do any road work? He said, yeah. He said dude was getting into he spoke about one specific time where he called him. He said, yeah, I just got finished doing like 18 laps or some shit like that. I believe they may have had some type of world-class sprinter or something in there to work with his win.
Yeah,
so as far
that wouldn't be far-fetched because Joey is a Olympic trainer when it comes to track and field. So that ain't far-fetched.
So as far as the win, I'm like, man, I'm not buying it. From what I've seen, bro, is, and correct me if I'm wrong, when even from the first round going into the second round, every time D would go to throw at body shot, he was dropping his head. He was almost leaving his head on a straight line, and it looked like a couple of times, like Fury just kind of waited for him. And when he did, he threw a looping left hand and popped him right on his shit. And from that moment on, he never really wanted to throw that body shot again.
Bro, if you go back to my stream, you can hear me in round one saying, bro, if you keep on throwing that body shot, your face is wide open for that count. It is, I mean, he dipping down, throwing a jab to the body, but when he throws that jab to the body, and the jab is his guard hand, like he going to jab to the body, and he is wide open for that counter right. So, and another thing is, bro, this right. Have you ever seen Wilder come out in? Have you ever seen Wilder come out in a fight with the pace that he came out in the first round Saturday night?
No, that's something else that they was talking about too.
If you never done that before, never came out throw 60 punches in a round ever, how the hell can we expect you to do that from round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's not who you are. You are a calculated counterpuncher.
And look, that goes back to what the corner man should have been telling him, because if he had, and this is no knock on D, but I'm just talking, you know, we critiquing what we've seen. If he came in with this mindset that he was calm, he calm before the storm, and the corner man should have been telling him after round 1, I like your body work, but this is a marathon, not a sprint, baby. Slow it down. Those body shots is gonna be there. Remember what we worked on, the turning. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen him turn Fury one time. It's almost a light went off in his head. He said, motherfucker, hold on. And he turned him, and then he tried to get busy in the last 10 seconds in that corner. But the inactivity wasn't enough. Something else that I want to point out too, bro, is that the blocking. He keeps I know for him being a 6'7" fighter, bro, dude doesn't have any type of high guard. You know what I'm saying? He had his gloves low, and he kept trying to lean back out of the way, out of the punches, instead of trying to, you know what I'm saying, elbows in, high guard, or trying to clinch and turn.
That goes back to that muscle, man. You had all that weight on. Your arms ain't used to be held up for so long. Like you gonna get tired, especially if you're not used to. I would love to see him coming in at 230. Came in exactly what you did last fight. Just be better than you was last fight, man. Coming in with all that extra weight and coming in and throwing 60 punches in round one. And I'm just using that number. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it actually was, but I know it was a way more than I ever seen a round one from Deontay in his career. So with that being said, man, like to me, the game plan wasn't going to be successful. I don't give a damn if he would have gassed in round 5. He was just simply throwing too many shots.
Yeah, it was too many big shots, and even you got to take in consideration that the shots that he wasn't landing, you know, just swinging wildly and missing, or swinging period and missing, you know, that'll take a toll on you too. Something else that I want to point out too. Listening to all right, Malik Scott says he's a student of the game, and you know, I want to take.
Everybody was a student of the game, shit, man. Cause you watch videos and you've been doing boxing your whole life, and you watch film. That don't make you a student of the game. That just make you goddamn me really like boxing. That's it. A student of the game knows what needs to be said during those certain situations. You didn't tell wild shit. You said, "Oh man, you got God-given power. You gonna change this shit." Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Hey, bro, I was screaming and cussing at Malik Scott, but this is the point that I wanted to make. Listening to Lennox Lewis every time Deontay Wilder fights, and even going back to when in 2013, when Lennox was trying to coach Deontay on how to have that right. So why don't he reach out to somebody like Lennox Lewis, who was brought up by Emmanuel Stewart, because you know what I'm saying, Lennox Lewis is sitting here saying every time feet placement. Look at Deontay's feet placement. He's going to gas out if he keeps throwing those punches. Like he's strategically breaking Deontay Wilder down in front of our very ears and eyes. Yep. And then when you go to the corner man ain't saying shit, but you got God in your fist. You was raised for this. Like, bro, what are you talking about? They say you gonna say, "Is there rumble, young man, rumble?" Like, bro, give this man something that he can utilize in his fight to change the tide, bro. You feel me?
And one thing that I would have rather seen them do in camp that they probably didn't do. Man, bring one of these fucking UFC fighters in. Bring a nigga in like Francis Ngannou. Bring a nigga in who was about 6'6", 6'7", and weighs 250, 260 plus pounds. And grapple with him. Just get in the lock with him, you know what I'm saying? Like push him back, do all that shit, so you can be prepared for what Fury's gonna bring to you. Like it wasn't no different in round one. In the second fight than it was the third fight. Fury came to impose his will, and simply adding weight and like simply adding weight is not gonna be enough if you're not used to somebody leaning on. Hell, go call a fucking football player. Call goddamn me Peppers or somebody. It got to be somebody down there at Alabama that Nick Saban can let you use or walk on or something. Let that big motherfucker tussle with Wilder for a second. Like, get used to pushing a guy back who weighs 50, 60 pounds more than you.
Hey, that's a good point. And you know what? I was kind of timid to bring it up, but because I thought about who the hell did he spar? You know what I'm saying? And then I got to thinking.
Whoa. He sparred Hellenius. That motherfucker looked good Saturday night, boy.
He looked real good.
He beat the shit out of Kornacki.
So it seems like Hellenius benefited more from the sparring than what Wilder did, kind of. And then, like you said, go get somebody from UFC. Put him in some situations where he's going to have to do more than just use his boxing. He's going to have to use every fiber in his body to get a motherfucker off of him. It's a dude that they call the skyscraper, something Gustav that John Jones fought. I believe dude's like 6'7", 6'8". You know what I'm saying? Real unorthodox. You need to put him in there with somebody that's going to push him to his limit, make him gas out, fucking make him tap out. You know, do some shit that's going to make him uncomfortable.
See, like,
so when he's in the boxing
I'm
ring,
not even thinking about that, bro. I'm just saying, if you find a guy who's about 6'7", 6'8", 300-some pounds, and just put him on boxing gloves and tell him, like Deontay ain't gonna try to knock you out, he ain't gonna try to hurt you, nothing like that. I just want you to grapple with this man. Hold him. Put him in a headlock. Rough him up. Make Deontay push you. Make Deontay push you up off of him. Because that's what it was. That's what it was. In the second fight and third fight. Fury, man, look, for everybody, Fury's a great fighter. Fury's a great fighter. But you can't tell me like he just leaps and bounds better than Deontay. Hell, nah, nigga bigger. He's 40 pounds bigger. Deontay landed his shot. Fury took it, got back up, and started back fighting. Man, the man just, when you have that kind of weight advantage, and I believe it was Shannon Sharp who was on Undisputed Today. From 135 to 175 is I don't know how many weight divisions. How many is like what? At least 10, maybe. Think about that. What 135 pounder you know gonna get in there with Arthur better be? That's what Deontay Wilder did last night. Saturday night. That's what he did.
Yeah, bro done it 3 times. Hey, bro, you can tell we old school because we coming up with all type of old school methods. Look, I feel you on that football shit. Man, coach would have brought out the sleds. Y'all got weak legs. Y'all legs getting hard. Bring them motherfucking sleds out. Go. I want y'all to grab this motherfucker 40 and 50 yards. You hear me? Don't give a damn.
I swear to God, man, I was goddamn me thinking about that shit after the fight. I said, man, you down in Alabama, go hit them sleds, man. Put them 300-pound niggas on them sleds and push them niggas back. That's gonna work on your fucking arms and your legs at the same time.
Yep. And you're back. You're gonna get that explosive. You're gonna get that explosive grab. You feel me? Just man, I'm telling you, man. I even heard somebody asking. Somebody asked Tay Jones, was the man having sex? You know what I'm saying? Leading up to the fight, he was like, nah, man. For what I know, his girl stayed in a different hotel. But it seems like everybody's trying to figure out why it is that he tanked out, man. And the muscle,
what it was, Fury was simply better. Fury was simply better in his game plan, and the way he executed better than what Wilder was. All that sex shit, I don't care about none of that shit, man.
Yeah, I was an excuse. Yeah, but like you said, he executed his game plan totally better. From round 1 down to round 2 to the 11th, man. We almost had him, man.
The one thing that I can say for Wilder Saturday night, I've seen a lot of people out there praising him. A lot of folks out there saying, man, that dude was out. His leg was gone for round 2 or 3. Then he got a knockdown in round 4. And he wouldn't give up. He steady throw his shot, and more times than not, that's the kind of shit that draws in more fans. Like everybody's not gonna be undefeated. Like we know that. People appreciate somebody who's willing to go out there and put it all on the line, and that's what Wilder was able to do. I didn't hear anybody, and this is rare after a pay-per-view event. I did not hear anybody say, you know what, that pay-per-view card wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth my $80. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. And I'm one of the ones that right there along with them. That shit was worth every penny that I paid Saturday night. I'm glad that I was able to witness Fury be Fury, you know what I'm saying? And Wilder be Wilder, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. One thing that I don't want to hear anybody else say is that Wilder should retire. And I told my man today, he said that shit soon we got to work. And I said, bro, for 2 losses, this man defended the title for 10 successful title defenses. We from Louisville, Kentucky. Mm-hmm. How dare you sit here and say that this man should fucking retire off of 2 losses, dog? And you know what I'm saying? We see how many the greatest had. You know what I'm saying? We see how many losses Tyson had. We see how many Lennox Lewis had. Rockman. You know, we can go down the list. Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way that you hang it up. No, what you do is you pick your motherfucking self up, you rebuild yourself, and then you get you another fight and you destroy that motherfucker.
It'd be the same. It'd be the same cats that say Wilder should retire, right? But they'd be the same cat that say, oh, AB for the fight. Man, he gonna get it done this time. He gonna get it done this time. AB done lost goddamn 6-7 fights in a row. And we being real. All that draw shit, all them gifts he been given, he done lost 6-7 fights in a row. Ain't nobody ever said AB should retire. Come on, man. Like people gotta stop this shit, man. Stop living in the moment.
I want to consider them people what they call them, casual. That's what they are. You feel me? You know, they just won't say some shit to get a reaction out of it, man. But look, bro, I ain't gonna hold you up to land. I know you got a show. Like I said, Elm, I was gonna call him. Elm's my man. I'm a man of my word. Salute to you. Congratulations on your dub. But it's still, you know, it's still wild all day, man. Until the next time. Much love, my man Mike. Chat, peace.
Yes, sir. And like Brandon Corey Williams said, man. Like he said, Bomb Squad. Everybody who think niggas, man, I'm not the person that goes away from a dude because he lose. Man, please. That don't mean I am a sports guy. I watch football, basketball, MMA, golf, baseball, boxing, anything. I watch it all. I know dudes lose. I know dudes can suffer a loss. Nigga, it's about the entertainment factor. What? You find me another nigga that's more entertaining than Deontay Wilder. Find me a dude who give you better fights on a consistent basis than Deontay Wilder. Hey, man, going out to 786, bro. 786, talk to me.
What's going on, Mike? It's Peter, sir.
It's who?
Hey, Pete. It's son of Peter. Son of Peter,
man. Let me go ahead and say your thing on my Skype, man. So I know next time. What's going on, brother? Talk to me, man. Give me the lowdown.
Bro, I felt that fight kind of broke my heart because I really wanted Wilder to win, man.
Yeah, man.
Like it was a great fight. Yeah, on the edge of my seat, I'm like fighting with the remote, fighting with the couch, like you know. So it was a great fight, but as far as I was hearing you conversating with the previous caller about people saying maybe Wilder should retire.
Yeah, man.
I say it's up to Wilder, but at the same time, it's the way Wilder is kind of losing. You know what I mean?
He only lost twice. He's only lost twice to a dude who weighs 40 more pounds than him. Let's see what Wilder can do against dudes who are in his weight range.
Correct. I'm not saying he should retire. I'm just saying there's some points to be made by that because Broner lose, but he doesn't lose by knockout. It's usually by decision, you know. He don't
throw no fucking punches. He don't give himself an opportunity to be knocked out. What is the overwhelming thing we say about AB? Let your hands go. Let your hands go. Let your hand every fucking fight. Don't let his hands go. Guess what Wilder was not scared of doing Saturday night after being knocked down once or twice already.
Correct.
Let his fucking hands go.
Bro, that's the point. That's the point. Wilder's heart's so big that if he could get up, he'll try to get up. He'll try his hardest to get up. But getting up and like taking some of the like he got a dent in his head, man. That's like I noticed that Fury kept hitting him with the right. I think that's the left side of his head. So like because he kept throwing the right and he just kept hitting all night. So I'm just saying there's a point to be made about that. I'm not saying that should be up to Wilder. He only has 2 losses, you know. Also, would you say there was you think some of the whether it be mental or physical or some of the stuff from the second fight carried to this fight?
Absolutely. Because you can tell.
I don't know.
You can tell.
Notice
real quick, Peter.
You
can tell.
Yeah, I don't know if you know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying during the fight, like the first like actual hard hit that Wilder received from Fury, like he kind of like started backing up and putting his hands up, waiting for the second blow. Like, and Fury didn't even like rush him. Like it was just kind of weird. Like he was like second guessing, or you know what I mean? Like certain times, like blows weren't coming, but he was backing up and putting his hands up, like waiting for the blow. So that kind of like.
Yeah, man.
But he, like I said, he fought like a warrior. He fought like a warrior. But damn, man, like bro, I was depressed like 2 nights straight, man. Like going to sleep thinking about that fight, man.
Oh man, you gotta let it go, dog. You gotta let it go, man. It's a fight, bro. You gotta understand, like everybody don't win. Everybody won't have a Floyd Mayweather kind of career. Everybody won't. I know. Everybody won't have a Tom Brady kind of career. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys. Go ahead.
I was how you call it, a novice or a novice when it comes to boxing. How you call it, like a casual fan. I was a super fan up to the Wilder and Joshua fight, man. Like when everybody was talking about the Wilder and Joshua fight. That's when I really got more invested in boxing, and then I seen the Sean Porter versus Keith Thurman. That was a great fight, but bro, it's Wilder really that pulled me into boxing. You know what I mean? Like that was like my favorite fighter to watch. Seeing if he's gonna knock out the next opponent. Like it was like he was like the I'll say like Mike Tyson or something of this generation. You know.
Absolutely, man. Just like Wilder brought you here, think Wilder brought me in. I wasn't no big time boxing fan. I think I maybe watched the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather fight. I was like, oh man, this shit kind of boring. I ain't really like that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't watch boxing for a while. Then I had my accident. You know what I'm saying? Got caught in the hospital for like months on the time. And one night, I came across a Showtime replay or something like that. It had Wilder, I believe it was Wilder and Stavern, the first fight. Well, yeah, first fight. And I see the man get his belt. You know what I'm saying? I see the man who celebrated, told everybody to stand. You know what I'm saying? He did it for his girl, for the little girl. You know what I'm saying? Who can doubt me now? Who doubt me now? You know what I'm saying? Like that is what drew me into the sport. That's why I'm a Terrence Crawford fan. That's why I'm a Earl Spence fan. That's why I'm a Anthony Joshua fan. That's why I'm a Javante Tank Davis fan. That's why I'm a fan of boxing, because of Deontay Wilder. If I never would have seen Deontay Wilder, I probably wouldn't be here right now.
All right, but this fight, I would say, yeah, Wilder was. I'm pretty sure Wilder brought a lot of people to boxing. I mean, but what I was gonna say, this fight. I felt like if he would have won this fight, bro, this would have like vindicate everything he was saying about the second fight. You know, like that would have, because he started so good. He's like the first, second, third round, even though he got dropped in the third, right? Like he came out jabbing like to the body. Like, I was loving that, man. But I think when he got knocked down, probably his heart started beating faster or something, because his endurance, like in the fourth and on, like
with your heart beating.
Like,
I mean, look, bro, I'm with you. I think once he got hit with that first hard shot, he kind of went back to what he knew. And honestly, I didn't expect Wilder to keep up that kind of pace that he started off with in round one. That was just too many punches. That was just too many for me. For a guy who's coming in at his all-time high in weight, and to me, it seemed like he threw a lot more punches than he ever threw in round one. Maybe the second Stavern fight, he threw more punches, but he wasn't too goddamn 38. You know what I'm saying? But so with that being said, man, I just think the game plan wasn't wasn't good enough.
Correct. Well, but are we sure that Wilder was following the game plan?
I mean, it looked like
after
round one, like the beginning of round two, you see him get tired. And one thing that I always remember, I don't know what boxing gym what that was at, but it was a sign on the wall. It says fatigue makes cowards of men. And what he was saying is, when you're tired, no matter what the game plan is, you're gonna resort back to what you know. You're gonna be in that survival mode, survival instinct.
Correct.
And that's what he did.
Correct. So even though he started quickly, like he started fast, I really thought that he could keep it up because listen, that first fight, he threw like 50 power shots, bro, even to the 12th round, and he still had like, you know what I mean, energy to throw to knock out Fury. Well,
but he wasn't.
He
wasn't weighing 238 pounds either.
Oh yeah, that you know what that played. That I believe that played a part.
Came in at 214, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. But we'll that was my call, man. We'll see where it goes from here for Wilder, man. I hope everything's straight with him as far as mentally and also physically. And I hope he could come back, man.
All right, son of Peter, man. Thanks for calling in, brother. I appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Like I'm with, like man, like one thing that I don't think that y'all have to worry about is Wilder's mental state. I think mentally he'll be fine. Just got to get over the loss. What's going on, D Nice? What's going on, brother?
Mr. Mike on Sports. What's happening?
Man, you know what it is, man. Just trying to give Fury his roses today. He deserves it.
Definitely an entertaining fight. And salute you too for being a real boxing fan and not a fan boy. Because these boys was bent out of shape like they girlfriend had left them, or they caught their wives cheating on them. You got grown men crying, losing their voice behind some shit they had no control over. Makes no sense.
Yeah, I seen a dude on Twitter. I don't know if y'all know him because he go by the name of Art Man Boxing. This nigga said, man, I'm taking a break from Twitter, man. I'm leaving for a little while. I said, man, it ain't that serious.
Oh yeah.
It ain't that serious, big dog. Niggas gonna win. I told y'all on Saturday. Like, nigga, I've been through this already. 2004 for me was the lowest sports moment I could ever get to, and I told myself I'll never do that again. When the Lakers lost 4-1, Lakers lost 4-1 to the Pistons in the finals.
Ooh, hey,
nobody thought the Pistons had any kind of chance of beating them boys.
I didn't either. That was a hard one to swallow because we have been riding hard for 3 years.
And you talking about a dude who is a Kobe Bryant fan, who loves Shaq, who loves Big Shot Bob, who loved Derek Fisher, who loved Devin George, who loved Rick Fox, who loved Samaki Walker, who loved Horace Grant old ass when he played, who loved Gary Payton, who loved goddamn Karl Malone old ass when he played for us too. Like I was invested. I was invested. You know what I'm saying? So, but with that being said, it's like
listen. I was locked up when that happened, and I had to sit in the day room through that whole thing, and that was a rough motherfucking series right there, boy.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
You go from talking big shit to looking like the biggest fool in the world, boy. I talk about lump in my throat, everything, and from that day on, I promised myself I would never be that emotionally involved in no sport.
And you gotta think, I was like 15
anything that I don't.
I was like 15 at the time.
Anything that I don't have control over, I don't put my emotions to that degree because you set yourself up for failure.
Yeah,
you set yourself up for failure every time. You heard Mr. CYP when he called in, sounded like he had been crying all night, talking about he lost his voice. No, chump, you was crying.
Come on, D man. Come on, man. Let him be, man. Let him be.
Yeah, he good, man. Stall him out. I stall him out. You know, this shit ain't man. We just cracking jokes and talking shit, man. Hope he don't take that shit personal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I did.
I'm trying to think. I wasn't too big on the game plan. I wasn't too big on the corner work from Malik Scott. I think. Go ahead.
I think the game plan was good, but the movements was forced. That wasn't something that he looked comfortable doing. He was real stiff with the jab to the body. It looked like he was forcing it instead of just giving him something to think about. It looked like he was trying to hurt Fury to the body. And I'm like, this is the first round, man. I seriously doubt you gonna do any damage, with that punch to the body. That's just to keep a motherfucker thinking and to keep him back. That ain't necessarily designed to, incapacitate somebody. And that's how I felt Wilder was going about it. Like he was trying to hurt him with the jab to the body when I don't really think that punch is meant for that.
Yeah, man. So honestly, I just think that to me, and Am said it first, like it was choreographed for that first round. It was like, all right, throw. Like it wasn't fluid motion.
That's exactly how I felt. That was choreographed. That was repetition, man. They had been going over that, and they like, listen, round one, this is what you're gonna do. But then after that, the fatigue set in, and that was no longer plausible. And when he dropped Fury, that was really game plan out the window. Now we just about to go for this knockout. But everything after the 6th round wasn't really competitive. Like the sense of danger for Fury had really went out the window, man. You was really just sitting there wondering when this shit was gonna end, or was Wilder gonna make it to the final bell.
I was sitting there wondering, and I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. At the round 4, then it got to round 5 and 6. I'm like, Wilder kind of slowing down again. But it was always like that thought, man, he could land something big again. And we seen it in round 9 or 10 when I believe Wilder landed like a big shot, but it was towards the end of the round. So Fury got that bell, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, damn, if we would have did that shit a little earlier, who knows what could have happened. But like,
see, now
go ahead.
My takeaways from it was, I believe Fury allowed Wilder to do all that by giving him them chance. Because I believe Fury could have been much more defensive.
Oh yeah.
Approach, and I think he went into the fire, man, and challenged Deontay Wilder to a fight, man. That wasn't no boxing match. Them boys was in there fighting.
I'm just wondering, like, if you're Malik Scott, like y'all didn't like try to do this, like before the fight, like if you know a man coming in at his all-time high, you gotta make him spar shit 20, 30 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta, like you
see, Mike, that fall on Wilder, man. I don't believe nobody's in charge in Wilder's camp but Wilder.
Fact.
I don't believe nobody has a say-so in that camp outside of Wilder. And if Wilder don't want to do something, Wilder not gonna do it. I believe Malik Scott and the rest of his team, they suggest shit and, try to give hints and things of that nature. But I don't believe he follows instructions well, man. I believe he does what he wants to do when he wants to do it.
I think somebody like Wilder, man, he gotta be around somebody he actually respects. Not saying that he don't respect Malik Scott, but nigga, you can't tell me shit that you ain't never done.
No, it ain't even that. He has to respect the man as an equal.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I don't believe he respects Malik Scott as an equal. I believe he respects him as an underling, as his little brother. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But I don't believe he has him on the same plateau like we two kings. No, I don't believe that.
I ain't gonna go that far. I just think, like, to me, you need somebody around that actually done it. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who knows what it takes.
Mark Breland did it.
Mark Breland, he doesn't have that kind of personality though. He just simply doesn't have that kind of personality.
It don't seem like Wilder's receptive to any type of forceful personality. You got to go along to get along, from what I've gathered.
Nah, man, nah.
It don't look like Deontay Wilder is tolerating any pushback.
I done been around him. I done been around. I done seen guys, you know what I'm saying, give him some critique, you know what I'm saying, push back on certain things. So he's not the guy that's not going, you know what I'm saying. He may be mad about it, but he respects, you know what I'm saying, what people say. But
does he listen?
I mean, I don't. That's him. You know what I'm saying. That's
the question.
I wouldn't know that. I don't know what a man keeps in his mind and what he lets go. You know what I'm saying. But do you think that he should keep Malik Scott on board?
I mean, yeah, he's as good as any. No, I take that back. No, switch up. This didn't work.
Simple as that.
This union that y'all had, you got beat up again.
But again, though,
you ain't just lose. You got
It's to a guy who is just better at boxing and a bigger man.
That's true.
I don't know if AJ can beat Wilder. I don't know if Dylan White can beat Wilder. I don't know if Usyk can beat Wilder. I would love to see those fights. I don't think he's.
But is Wilder willing to go into them fights? You know, as he is now.
He's gonna have to.
No longer the head.
He's gonna have to.
He doesn't. He could. I mean, because what leads me to believe retirement is on the table is because he has already stated it. I don't have to fight anymore. I'm good. I'm good for the rest of my life. And he was adamant about those tails. So it's like, you know, how much do you really want to do this? You know, people might like boxing. People might like fighting. But what people don't like is getting beat up.
What they say?
I can tell you.
It's hard to.
I've never liked losing a fight.
It's hard to get up and run when you got them wearing sick pajamas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
You know how much of Wilder's heart is still in boxing. Then on top of that, say he take another year off. Now you're another year older. You be what, 36 going into 37.
I wouldn't advise him to take over a year. I say 4, 5, 6 months. Get back to it.
Yeah.
To call the WBC.
I say
call the IBF. Call the fight, WBA. Like what?
Yeah. If he's going to fight, I believe he should be fighting within the next 6 months.
And honestly, like Joshua and Wilder still a big fight. Both guys lost. Cool.
Yeah.
The fight we still want to see though.
Especially if Anthony Joshua lose again, then yeah, that's a fight to make.
Yes, sir. I believe it's still a big money fight. Joshua got a lot of fanfare. People still think Wilder's not a very good boxer. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's
and for real, Mike, with if both of them was to lose, with the way the landscape is right now, the winner of that fight could go back in for one of them titles if it ain't already undisputed.
It's really better, man. It's really better that those guys did lose. You know what I'm saying? Like let Fury go ahead and beat Usyk, retire, and get Fury out the way. Man. Fury the best heavyweight of this generation. Right? I mean, I think we can all agree right now that in the past 10 years, man, it's not been a better fighter than Fury at the heavyweight division.
Well, I would have said that up until Usyk.
Nah.
But until he beats Usyk, no, I can't give him that claim.
Usyk too little.
That's what they said when he fought Joshua.
Yeah, but Joshua ain't 277. Joshua ain't 6'9", 277.
But that ain't what they said when he went into
Joshua can't move like Fury. Hell, Joshua can't move like Wilder.
But that wasn't the narrative.
I know, and I was one of the guys. That said, "Hey, Usyk too small for Joshua. I don't like how you look against Chisora and Witherspoon." But one thing I do know, I can goddamn be adamant about. This nigga Usyk can hit Fury with a goddamn sledgehammer with a jackhammer attached to it. He's not going nowhere. If Wilder can't knock Fury out, Usyk damn sure can't knock Fury out.
Mikey,
you breaking up, D?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, talk to me.
Okay, yeah. Like, just until Fury do it, I can't give him the best of this generation because he has a fight out there with Usyk. If Usyk beat him,
Who you got?
now if I got Fury,
I
got Fury, but I'm not betting on it.
Are you not betting on it?
I'm not betting on it. No, that's for sure.
You're not betting on Fury?
No, I bet on him with Wilder because I had all of the evidence to show me that Wilder was not going to win. Going into this fight, this is a brand new fight. I don't know how this is about to play out.
Man.
Usyk could style all on fucking Fury. Although I give the edge to Fury, but no, I'm not confident now. I'm not betting on that fight. I bet on things that I'm confident for.
The way Usyk move, Fury can move just as good though.
That's a fact. I just need to see it. And like I said, I favor Fury. But that's not something I would put my money on.
Man, I might put my money on Fury by the stoppage.
Yeah, no, I'm not betting on that because that could go south. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
when I bet on Fury against Wilder, I had seen it already. We had the preview. That's where I was coming from with people.
Let me ask you this. A lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people were not happy Wilder didn't really embrace Fury after the fight. What's your take on that? I'm gonna give you.
I wouldn't embrace him neither.
Thank you, D Nice.
What the?
Thank you, nigga. Just beat my ass. He just whooped my ass. Y'all been fucking hugging me shit.
Yeah, I ain't got no love for you, motherfucker.
Hell no.
Fuck out of here. Get your hands out my face. I didn't like you before the fight. Now that I lost the fight, why would I like you after? Like, I totally understood that. That's that old American sports bullshit. I put that right up there with smacking dudes on the ass in football and basketball. Like, where the fuck y'all get that from?
I don't know, D Nice. It's just something we did, bro. All right, man.
That's what I understand,
man. I know it. Right. I look back on it now, nigga. It's wild. Me smacking dude ass all the time. It's wild.
Right. You don't smack a nigga on the ass when you're playing spades. Right.
Hey man, you a fool, man. You a fool, man. Now I feel bad and shit, man. But now, hey, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Nowadays, man, these coaches gotta be careful, boy. You gotta be careful, man. You can't be smacking on the ass nowadays, boy.
You better know it. You fuck around and had a Me Too movement on you.
Yes, sir. Man, he gripped my shit, mama.
Right. But for Wilder, though, like, yeah, I felt that, like, why would I be like, no, this ain't the time for that. Maybe once time go on and, you know, he have a chance to process this shit and then he may feel something, you know, differently about Tyson Fury. But directly after a fight that you lost, come on, man, them type of expectations can't be met by most people.
Hell no, man. Especially when you see him backstage saying, "Hey, fuck your mama." Nah, fuck your mama. Then you see Fury's
right.
Then you see Fury brother calling his girl a bitch. Like, ain't no love lost, my nigga. Ain't no love lost. Ain't no love game. Fury, you want to fight, but I ain't gotta embrace you. And props to Wilder, man. Statement after the fight.
Yeah, definitely for that. Because I don't believe.
Go ahead.
I don't believe the love from Tyson Fury was genuine. I believe that was just some tongue-in-cheek shit to rub it in on you.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I definitely understood that. I definitely understood that part. Like, nah, dude, we ain't about to.
Fury, Fury, you really want to embrace a dude who called you a cheater and said all these things about you? Come on, man.
Right.
The only reason you doing that is like, hey, yeah, nigga, yeah, I told your ass. That's the only reason you doing that.
Right. That's all that was. And if Wilder would have shook his hand, he would have took the bait.
I was going to ask you one more thing about Deontay. What you want to see him, or who should he go after? Does he need a tune-up, or should he go after a guy like Andy Ruiz?
Well, I mean, I don't think he's the tune-up type of guy. So, yeah, I would go with Andy Ruiz. That'll get you back in the picture.
Definitely would.
That'll get you back in the picture. And hopefully he's not sulking and just get right back into what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And continuous training, and don't let another layoff come, because I believe that affected them too. I believe that affected both fighters.
I mean, the layoff, it was like equal. It wasn't, to me.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't it wasn't a factor to me, because both guys had to go through it. You know what I'm saying?
Reason I say it was a factor, and I say it was a factor more so for Wilder than Fury, because Wilder isn't as skilled as Fury. So I believe a layoff is going to affect him more than Fury, and Fury showed you what he was capable of off of a long layoff. I don't think Deontay Wilder, since he's been fighting, has been out the ring for 20 months.
No, he never has. Not even with an injury.
So you know this is Fury's second layoff that I can think of.
Did your level of respect for Wilder grow after this fight, or is it the same as it always been?
It's still the same. I knew he wasn't no hoe. You know what I'm saying? I knew he had guts and grit. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like the character flaws he came with after the second fight, because that just shows that you got beat and you can't accept it. But I never doubted his heart. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was serious about going out on his shield. I just wish them people in his camp would have had more care for him than to let him go out on his shield, because everybody's talking about that like that was something commendable until you look up and, Lord forbid, this man had Parkinson's. Then it's like, oh, well, maybe we shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what the trainer is there for, to protect himself.
At the end of the day,
to protect the fighter from himself.
At the end of the day, like you said, Wilder run his camp. If he told them niggas don't throw in the towel, and maybe and
now all they doing is,
and maybe at the round
like,
9,
I don't take nothing from them.
And maybe at the round 9, after that flurry that he had at the end of the round, maybe they feel like, okay, all right, he maybe can do something. I honestly like until he was knocked out, I still had a level of hope. You know what I'm saying? Like and you called me out on it the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike, after everything you seen, you still think he can get the job done. I said, man, he did it against Ortiz, and shit, he almost did it against Fury. It just wasn't his night. You know what I'm saying? It was always that hope that he lands that big shot. I knew Fury going into the fight was a better boxer, the bigger man, but I just knew that Wilder had that equalizer.
He definitely had a chance, but he didn't have a chance by the 9th round. I don't believe he actually had a legit chance to get Fury up out of there. I believe they should have stopped that. I think they should have stopped it after, was it the 10th round he got knocked down in?
Yeah, I think it was the 10th round. No,
I believe they should have.
He only got knocked down twice, right?
No, he got knocked down 3 times, with the third one being the knockout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe after that second knockdown, they should have stopped it, because that was a hellacious knockdown.
Yeah, man. Shit. Reports are that he broke his hand too. So I don't know when he broke his hand, but maybe that power was never the same.
I believe that was from them horsehair gloves.
Absolutely.
And him not punching properly.
That's true too. Was a lot of flapping shit going on too. But D, man, anything else you want to say?
Nah, man, hats off. Salute the show. And everybody stay real. Tell CYP get out his feelings. And the next time he want to get barbecued, I got the utensils and I'm cooking shit from here on out. Mike on Sports.
Shout out to my guy D Nice, man. Always a pleasure to talk to you, my brother. Have a good day. And nigga D Nice a fool. I tell him I got the utensils. All right, y'all. Let's go out to some of the mainstream media reaction. Okay, not right now. We're going out to the UK. In the UK all day.
Yo, what's going on, Mike?
Coyote, what's up, man? Are you here to gloat?
A little bit.
Talk to me then.
Nah, not need to gloat. I mean, at the end of the day, what happened was what we've been telling you. So that, Wilder was going to revert back to type, and that's it.
Yo, Coyote, man. The Queen said you ain't rocking right, man. The Queen said,
I just wish that.
There you go. Sorry about that, man. You cut off for a second. All right, talk to me.
Yeah, I was just saying, I just wish that people would be honest and just like, can we actually have an honest conversation about the second fight?
Talk to me.
And say that all the.
Damn, Coyote. What's going on, bro? Like you making some good points, but your fucking internet fucked up. Coyote. Man, come on, bro. Like it can't be this bad over there, bro. All right, here we go. Talk to me, man. Like, you said the second fight. Let's be honest about the second fight. Break that down to me.
Like all those excuses about, the glove and everything. That was why, everything that happened to Wilder in the second fight was based on the gloves and everything, on the fact that he wasn't himself, all that stuff. Can we throw all of that out of the table now?
We're gonna have to. It don't mean anything now. Fury came back on a level playing field and got the job done.
Exactly the same thing.
And got the job done. So
not just that he got the job done. He did exactly what he did in the second fight.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He leaned on Wilder. Everything that made Wilder lose his foot, everything that made him gas out, he did exactly the same thing, which really makes me think that what was the strategy for the third fight? Like, I personally think that, coming in very heavy was a very bad decision. I think that if Wilder had planned to move on his feet, kind of like, how AJ planned to move on his feet for the Ruiz fight too, I think that would have frustrated Fury more. Because let's face it, the Fury that came in this Fury Wilder 3, he was not as good as Fury Wilder 2. If you think about it, he was slower, he wasn't as quick, he wasn't as sharp. His reflexes wasn't, because he putting on weight for him as well didn't make him as good as he was. He didn't make his reflexes as good as he was.
That is 100% true. He did look a lot slower with that weight added on.
So imagine if Wilder was really light, like the way he's normally so light and athletic. I think that would have given him a better chance, because he's never had an issue with knocking out people with the speed that he's got. So I think that if he had planned to box, to move on his feet, to add that dimension, which AJ did with Ruiz, obviously Fury is a much experienced fighter, so it's not like, Fury wouldn't be as slow as Ruiz, but Fury was still slow. I mean, Fury was still very slow. So he would have had, an advantage there. So just coming in overweight, I think would have given Fury problems.
Yeah, Fury, like, I get what you're saying. Fury's slow, but his reflexes are quick. He got some good ass reflex for a dude his size. So he might not be the most ballet kind of mover, but he moves good enough.
He's not as quick as he used to be, especially when he's put on weight. So I feel like
maybe he found a way that makes him a dominant heavyweight. I ain't gotta be quick. All that I gotta do is impose my will on these guys. From the second from the Odo Wallin fight on, we seen Fury impose his will on his opposition, and honestly, people just can't deal with that shit, man. He's a big ass dude.
Yeah, he's big, but at the same time, it's not always, especially in the heavyweight division, it's not always about size at the end of the day. And this is the thing I'm trying to say, yeah. I believe that version of Fury that is heavy and slow and is not as quick as the version that fought Klitschko, I think that version would have lost to Usyk.
That remains to be seen.
I think that version would have lost to Usyk. I think that if he ever fights Usyk, you would actually see Fury lose weight, because he knows that in order for him to beat Usyk, he can't be that slow. Because if he's that slow, trust me, he's gonna struggle. Because Usyk is gonna be countering him, and Usyk is going to be moving all over the place, and he's not gonna be able to lean on. Because remember, Usyk has an engine that is effective for 12 rounds. He doesn't gas out. He's not gonna be there for you to lean on him. He's gonna be able to move all throughout the fight. And he's not just moving, he's landing shots, he's landing body shots, he's throwing hooks, he's throwing straight lefts and straight rights. It's going to be a problem for
all that sound, man. All that sound good, but styles make fights, and we're gonna have to see it play out.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that first and foremost, no one can just say Fury's going to beat everybody. There are still styles that will give Fury problems. I've said this to you before. I think that AJ Styles still gives Fury problems. I think that Michael Hunter's style still gives Fury problems. And that's why those guys, especially Michael Hunter, he's been wanting to fight Fury because he knows that he can beat Fury.
I
think his style.
AJ ain't got the chin, and Michael Hunter just simply too small.
Bro, you can't. That's what I'm saying to you. This whole simply too small. It's not. It doesn't work that way. Styles make fights. These smaller guys can give the bigger guys problems, especially when their speed is so much faster than the bigger guy. Like, let me tell you something, yeah? And someone said something to me, and I watched it, and I realized it's true. If you watch the Fury Wilder fight, and just pause for a second, and watch the Usyk AJ fight, it looks like you're watching that fight 2 times the speed. That's how fast they were compared to each other. Like these guys were fighting at a much, much faster pace. And I'm telling you, that speed, when 2 guys are that big, it levels it up.
It's different though when somebody's leaning on you all the time, bro.
But when they're moving on their feet, when they're not there for you to lean on them, and they're not just moving, they're throwing shots, they're countering your jab.
Yeah, but when you got a guy who knows how to cut off the ring, which Fury does, we seen it in the Oda Wale fight. Like,
listen, I'm not saying Usyk definitely beats Fury, but I'm saying that fight is not a guaranteed win from Fury.
I don't think it's a guaranteed win, but I think
especially if he comes in that same weight and he's big and he's that slow, I think he loses.
I don't think he loses. That's just my opinion.
But I really just hope at the end of the day all these guys fight. I think that Mark Brilland was justified in terms of, just doing what was best for Wilder's career. I think that the punishment Wilder took, those are the kind of things that put major miles on your clock. And I don't know if he might not recover from this beating, because that's the kind of beating that just really retires people. And he took that beating consecutively in 2 fights. That's a lot. That's a lot to take. And that's why this whole thing about him running his camp and doing things the way he wants, like, Wilder's ego is that's what's gonna kill him, really and truly. That's you can't live life like that, thinking that you know what's best for you. There are people that should be there to protect you. And the truth is, this man, Mark Brilland, tried to protect this guy's life. And instead, he was crucified for it. So I still can't rock with that. I don't care what anyone says. I think that Mark Brilland was justified in what he did. I'd like to see Wilder.
We're not doing the 2-minute warning. It's time for it.
From that beating. But we'll see if he does. Let's see what happens to him. AJ, I still want AJ to fight all these guys. I still want AJ to fight Fury. I still want AJ to fight Wilder. I still want to see what happens between those 2 guys, AJ Wilder. I think that's still an interesting fight. Wilder always dangerous with his punch. AJ, I think, still needs to build his confidence back. But, the vision is very interesting. There's a lot going on. I just need all these guys to fight. Michael Hunter, I need him to fight. Usyk. Usyk needs to fight Wilder, and Usyk needs to fight Fury. Wilder, to me, needs to fight all these guys now to prove that, that heavyweight defense I had wasn't just a fluke. I didn't just beat. Yes, the resume is poor, but prove that you were a legitimate champion by beating top guys now. Like, I will actually have a lot more respect if Wilder decides that, you know what, I lost to Fury, but all these other top guys, I'm gonna beat them.
I mean, when
decides to do that.
When you look at it now, man, if you're Wilder, it's all about big money fights, and the big money fights are the guys with names. It's the Joshuas of the world. It's the Dylan Rice of the world. Hell, it may be even the fucking Joe Joyces of the world. Michael Hunter, not so much. Usyk, yeah, absolutely. Like Daniel Dubois, who knows? Could be a good fight. Wilder, Daniel Dubois. If Daniel Dubois comes back and get a couple more wins under his belt, like there's still a lot of different fights that can be made for Wilder. And I feel like you. Hopefully, by next couple of years, we'll get everybody fighting each other. But Coyote, man, let me get out to this mainstream media reaction to this Wilder Fury. We got a little Stephen A. Smith. We got a little Shannon Sharp. We got a little Skip Bayless. We got a little Max Kellerman. So, yeah, let me get to them.
No worries, man.
All right, Coyote, man. Thanks for calling in, brother. I appreciate it. Shout out to my guy Coyote over in the UK, man. All right, man. Let's get out to Max on boxing.
Doing this right now because this past Saturday night, I worked at the desk at the podium with Sean, 7-pound king of the world, Tyson Fury, and his most formidable challenger, the 6'7", 236-pound, dynamite-fisted Deontay Wilder. This was not supposed to be competitive after what Tyson Fury did to him in the second fight. But Deontay fought his heart out against the bigger, better man, dropped Tyson Fury twice before Tyson Fury rallied to stop him late. And in all, in their 3 fights, there was a combined, I have to add this up now, there were 5 knockdowns in that fight, 7, 8, 9 knockdowns in 3 fights. It's unbelievable what these two guys just did to each other. You know,
and real quick, man, I gotta piggyback on that, right? If you think about the 3 fights that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury had, the first fight with all the controversy and the suspense, Wilder getting a late knockdown to rally, him knocking down Fury in round 8, Fury coming back dominating Wilder in the second fight. Then the third fight, both guys just simply lay it all out on the line. I mean, the 3 fights from Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, you may never get 3 more fights better than that. Competitiveness, domination, competitiveness again. Wilder gave everything that he had to give in fight number 3. Still came up short, though. It's all good. We still got love for my brother. Everybody still loves Deontay Wilder, man. He ain't lose no fans come Saturday night. If anything, he gained fans. So when Max talks about 9 knockdowns in 3 fights, man, I gotta give those. I gotta give my hats out to Fury and Wilder, bro. Like they gave us some fights that we'll always remember. Always remember, man. Salute.
On a consistent basis, the NFL, the NBA gives you a better product than boxing. But when boxing is at its best, there's just nothing better. And that's what happened this last Saturday night. Congratulations to Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. You made a classic.
Yes, sir. Big ups to Max, man. I respect that, bro. I respect that. I really do. I really do, man. Let's get out to Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
Enough to you, first if I'm in the locker room, cares and
I love his heart. Drop Wilder. He knocked out Wilder in the 11th to retain his WBC title. Fury and Wilder combined for 4 knockdowns before Fury ultimately dropped Wilder. Stephen A., you were in the building. Talk to me.
I was singing, Molly, I was sitting ringside.
Nice.
I brought my sister Carmen there with me and the whole bit. And, I got to tell you, man, I've been in this business for over 25 years. That's the greatest fight I ever attended.
Yeah.
Do y'all think that fight was that good? Stephen A. said that's the best fight he attended in person. Was Deontay Wilder, was Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder trilogy a great ass fight? Yes or no? Put me a Y or N in the chat right now. Was the trilogy fight between Wilder and Fury a great fight? Yes or no? Hell yeah, says Kitty P 504. What's going on, Kitty? He said Easy Band said it was good, but people are reaching. He says, hell yeah, it was great. It was a great fight. Mike not gonna lie. All right, good. Steve says yes out of the UK. Biscuit says yes. Easy Band says yes. D-Night says yes. Sammy D says yes. KDR says yes. Mr. says yes. All right, man. I gotta agree with y'all. I do. I'm looking at it. I'm taking it through my mind. I'm mad as fuck, right? I'm so mad about this shit. I'm not even stunned. I bought the fight. I'm trying to rewatch it, but I can't rewatch it on ESPN Plus. Why can't I rewatch my fight? I spent $80. Let me see it one more time. Don't I get it for a week? And then how I go, you buy a fight and you get it for the whole week? 7 days? I can't even rewatch it. I don't want to get on YouTube and find it. I want to get to me watch the shit I bought. I want to watch it again. I know the outcome, but I still want to watch it again. I'm going to watch it again. And look, when I was thinking, right, I've done this on Twitter before. We might just do a live fight breakdown. Pay per view. Hey, Sam D, good one, man. Good one, man. Hey, what going on, brother Maurice? What going on, B? B Maurice, what good? Got the goddamn big fur on and shit. Looking like Frank Lucas and shit. What up, Mike? AKA the balcony cervix crush. Man, you know what I do, man. They call me Balcony Mike for a reason. Man, did you buy it on Fox? I bought it on ESPN Plus. You can find it on Daily Motion if you can't watch it on yours. I know. And salute to David Motion, man. And thank you, Kaz Bass. Salute to MMA Core, because they put like part 1 up and then put like a part 2 up, so you can watch both of them. So big ups to those guys, man. If you ever want to rewatch a fight, Daily Motion and MMA Core normally have it. But let's get back out to Stephen A. Smith.
The bigger man, the smarter man, the better man won the fight. Tyson Fury is just a superior boxer. And he was smart because he adjusted to Deontay Wilder, who came out this fight and was trying to use his jab to the body and stuff like that. Then got hurt in the 3rd round. And from that point forward, the jab went away and they were just a slugfest. I thought Deontay Wilder was finished in the 3rd round because he got dropped by Tyson, couldn't avoid the punches, survived it. I said he ain't getting out of the 4th. Next thing you know, he dropped Tyson in the 4th. Not once, but twice. And Tyson looked like he was going to survive. I said, oh, my God, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I was stunned. Yeah. Then he went back and forth, but then he dropped him again. I think it's like the 7th. And then obviously in the 11th round, it was a wrap. But here's the deal. Deontay Wilder was valiant. He talked about wanting to go out on his shield. He did just that. I did.
One thing, yeah, I respect that. BF2, what's going on? Mike, will there ever be a slight chance that the best trilogy become a 4-fight drama? Oh. In boxing, you rarely get 4 fights. Pacquiao Marquez off the top of my head. The only way that you could get a 4th fight is if Wilder goes out there and beats Usyk, Joshua, Dillian White, and bangs on his chest Fury! What he got to do? He got to go out there and beat Andy Ruiz, beat Dillian White, beat Usyk, beat Joshua, beat Daniel Dubois, beat Joe Joyce. And maybe down the road, 3 years, hell, maybe even 4. 38, 39 years old, Fury and Wilder come together. Man, you want to make some money? You want to make some bread? You know we got history together. You know we got history together. You know that our last fight might be some. It may go down as one of the greatest trilogy fights ever. Let's go and give him a fourth. Let's go and give him a fourth. Possibly, but it's a very slim chance to answer your question, BF2. Very slim. Boy, Derek, nigga, get out of Derek. Boy, this must be Derek's show. This must be Derek's show. Hell, Derek getting all the love. This must be Derek on boxing. I mean, Derek on sports. God damn. Y'all giving Derek more love than mother. I'm fucking with y'all, man. This is my guy, Derek Lincoln, man. What's going on, homie? Look at him. Man, Derek, bring him out. Yes, sir. What's going on, homie?
Did not like at the end of the fight how Deontay Wilder's a good man, family man, works hard the whole bit, but he was classless and refusing to acknowledge that the better man won. They want to shake his hand. They want to.
Man, fuck all that friendly shit, bro. I ain't gotta shake your hand. I ain't gotta shake your hand, bro. Especially after the shit we talked, and you just knocked me out. I don't know what y'all think, but man, all that good sportsmanship, that shit bullshit, bro. When you in the heat of the battle, the heat of the moment, last thing you want to do is congratulate the fucking team who beat. I used to hate lining up and shake hands after a fucking loss. Coach, why we gotta do that? They just whooped our ass. And you want to shake their fucking hand? Man, I never understood that shit, man. I never understood that shit, man. You want us to show good sportsmanship at the ad whooping? Especially, dog, if you lose by like 20 or 30, or you get knocked out, man, fuck that sportsmanship. Fuck that sportsmanship shit, man. Man, we're going out to 3-2-3. 3-2-3. Talk to me, man. What's going on?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Oh, okay, I'm driving. I'm making sure I was good. I called in a couple times before. Man, look, I wanted Wilder to win. I really did. There was a couple things that I had seen. One, I didn't see him implement any head movement in the entire fight. Like none. Like zero. None. So I do believe that Malik Scott was a good trainer. I just believe that when Wilder got into the heat of the moment, he decided to not listen, honestly. The game plan was obviously to go to the body, head movement, a little more defense than Wilder is used to. Wilder showed no defense. He wasn't calm. He wasn't cool. Like, you know how he was talking about he was going to be calm? He wasn't calm at all. He came in that first round and he was just like, I mean, obviously, it's a lot of emotions and stuff, but I don't think he composed himself. I think that helped him gas out. All that adrenaline, he seems like a little gassed by like the second round, I think. He seemed like gassed by the second round. I think him just coming in there and not really controlling his emotions. He just seemed a little emotional. He seemed real angry in the first round, right? Like, I was looking at all the little videos right before the fight, and he just said he was going to be calm, cool, and collected. I don't think he was that.
Let me ask you a question, though.
Yep.
In round one, like, how many fights of Wilder's have you watched?
I watched a few.
I watched a few Wilder fights.
And you seen that he was heavier in this fight. My question is, have you ever seen Wilder output be that much in a round one?
Never. I ain't never seen that. I've never seen that.
Do you think for a man who is coming in bigger and who is throwing more punches than he's ever thrown in one round, is that a game plan that's conducive to winning?
Not for Wilder. No,
exactly.
Not for Wilder. I don't think that was a good game plan. If that was indeed the game plan to have their output that high, I don't think that was a good game plan for Wilder. I've never seen Wilder come in there like he a fucking middleweight or something, or he's Floyd or something, and just come in there, shooting all those shots to the body. I've never seen it. Hell, even he's been more patient than anything. Even in the Ortiz 2 fight, he was very, very patient and waiting for the counterpunch. But honestly, if he would have implemented just not even a lot, if he would have implemented a little bit of defense, he might have had a real shot at beating Fury. He had no defense. I don't care who you are. You're not about to continuously get hit by a 280-pound man and it not taking effect.
Absolutely.
I don't care how. I mean, Wilder has a great chin. He had a great chin, honestly. He was done by like the second round, and he lasted all the way to the 11th. He has a great chin, but you can't continue to take those like punches. And it was the same fucking punches. Like Fury didn't come in there looking fucking great. He didn't look like Ali. Fury looked sluggish. Wilder looked sluggish too, though. Even in the first round, those punches that he was throwing to the body, they was hard, but they weren't really like crisp. I didn't really see like the you know what I'm saying? Like Wilder usually got this like fast shot.
The snap on it. And one no snap on it.
I didn't see none of it.
It was pushed.
I didn't see none of it. I was very disappointed just in Wilder, and I was really disappointed in the defense.
Let me ask you a question, though.
Let me ask you a question. Months, man. Like, damn.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Going in between, because I wasn't able to listen in between rounds. How was the corner work from Malik Scott? Was it informational or was it motivational?
I didn't hear everything, but the majority of what I heard was motivation.
So he wasn't giving no game plan, no technique, not saying watch this, not saying watch that. He wasn't giving none of that.
I didn't hear it. I watched the whole thing. I didn't hear none of that. I kept hearing them talking about, you blessed with the right hand. You can change this. You gonna be proud of yourself tomorrow. Like, bruh, like
what?
None of that right now. Yeah, that's what I heard. Tell that nigga to move his goddamn head.
Oh my god.
Like, I love Wilder, man. Tell that nigga to move his fucking head. Do the shit we were doing in training.
Thank
you. Goddamn, I know it's easier said than done, but this nigga didn't make Fury miss like damn near none.
It's not only that. In the heat of the moment, you may simply forget. And if you don't have somebody there to reinforce it, as a trainer should be, and it's not going to register until it's too late. Malik Scott should have been telling him, man, move your head, stay off Fury line, don't shoot your load so early. I would have told him after round one, man, great job, but man, that output is a little bit too high. Take this round off, get yourself back to where you got to get to. Don't let them just maul you now, but get back to where you got to get to. In round 3, we're gonna take over again. But I just thought that output in round 1 was just, man, I'm like, ain't no way in hell
it was ridiculous.
He can sustain this output for a whole fight.
You could tell it affected him when he walked back to the corner and had his hands up after round 1. He looked a little tired.
Yep.
I'm talking about in the first round, in the very first one, you could tell it affected him. He should have told him to be smart. Like, yo, you have to be defensive. Like, you have to be defensive minded a little bit. I'm not saying obviously you're not gonna dodge every fucking punch, but goddamn, everything that I had seen on them training videos, I bet too.
I mean, one thing,
$300 on a goddamn fight.
One thing that I did think he was doing a good job of was ducking under shots. He didn't have a whole lot of head movement, but he was ducking under some shots from Fury. But Fury just like when Wilder started backing up in that straight line, which you're never supposed to do.
In that straight line.
Fury clipped him.
In that straight line, like so. I mean, what was all the training for?
I don't.
You're not gonna use it.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know what Malik Scott's job was then. If he's not going to reinforce and keep the game plan fresh, like you gotta
keep it up.
In the heat of the battle, man, you may just simply forget. You got a 277-pound man come at you trying to hurt you. You worried about him.
That's another thing too. That's another thing. I mean, he's 40, literally, like what you were saying, that's Devin Haney fighting fucking Betterby.
Yeah.
That's 40 pounds. That's a big ass deficit. Like that's a huge deficit. You know what I'm saying? So like even with all these other Wilder's done. No, he's not. Wilder gonna end up sleeping everybody else he fights. There's nobody else that's 6'9", 280. There's nobody else 6'9", 280. But what Wilder can't continue to do is take fucking unnecessary punches. You taking unnecessary punishment. It's honestly unnecessary. Keep your goddamn hands up. Even when he got knocked down, you know, he had just got off the ropes, right? Just got off the ropes with terrible, like a terrible phone booth guard. Like it was like, I'm like, come on, man, just leaning straight back. You too goddamn big. You 6'7", trying to get, like leaning straight back, bro. That's when he needed to duck around. That's when he needed to use, you know, a little bit of the defense that they was working on. I just felt like honestly, I felt like he threw everything out the window. Yeah. I really felt like he threw everything out the window.
When he got hurt,
everything that
when he got clipped, everything went out the window. Like in round 3, he resorted back to what got him there. It worked in round 4. But it damn near worked in round 9 if the bell wouldn't have a run. But
Wilder didn't have stamina since like the second round, though, bro.
Yeah,
it's the same exact thing that happened in the second fight. You know, and Mark Breland, Marcus. Look, and then this is one more thing too. You got to give Furious credit. You got to give Furious credit.
For sure.
But I'm not about to sit up here and act like the gloves in the second fight still didn't look crazy. That shit looked insane. Don't get me wrong. I give Fury his credit, but that don't got nothing to do with the second fight. I look, people can say what they want. I still look at the glove. I'm like, that shit don't look normal. Now, Fury did it bro.
But you're not gonna. I'm gonna tell you something.
You can't just.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
That shit looks fucking suspect as fuck.
I feel how you feel. I feel how you feel, right?
Here, bro. I'm not.
I feel real quick though. I feel how you feel, but that shit gonna fall on deaf ears. After the trilogy, what happened in the third fight, all that, man, people will be like, man, all right, bro, it is what it is. What happened in the third fight? So I feel you, but folks ain't gonna care about that shit, man.
Oh no, for sure. But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna disregard the second fight just because he won this third one, and he rightfully won that, and you got to give him credit. But again, man, I just feel like Wilder just didn't do. I just feel like he didn't, and he didn't stick. Like he just didn't stick to the game plan. And his defense has got to be tighter, man. Look, you're not gonna keep on fighting. And the Andy Ruizes and all these other guys, the Dillian White. You're gonna have to use some type of defense. Yeah, he's gonna end up sleeping all of them. But he's about to be 36. You're getting into the latter part of your career. You can't keep on taking these unnecessary punches because you don't want to use defense. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
I mean, if we being 100, if we being 100, the Fury fight, the only fight that he really took a whole lot of damage in. Maybe the first Ortiz fight.
That's true too.
Maybe the first Ortiz fight, but he was on like buzz for like a round. Now the Johan Duhaupas fight, that was a tough fight for him too. You know what I'm saying? But
you know what I want to see too? What I actually want to see? I want to see him fight these guys. But I want to see him implement the things in training when he fights the lower levels. You know what I'm saying? Other than Fury.
Work on the shit while you fight.
I want to see him.
Yeah.
I want to see that just in case, and I they probably won't do it, but just in case, it does lead them to a fourth fight because to be real, man. I don't
Would
see
you
nobody
buy a
else
fourth
beating
fight?
Fury.
Would you buy a fourth fight?
Yeah, of course. Well,
All right.
of course.
All
Yeah.
right.
Wilder always got the
I'm telling you right now, boxing is a business of making money. If they think enough people will buy the fourth fight after Wilder come back and do what needs to be done, get a couple wins, maybe beat AJ, maybe beat Dylan White, maybe beat some of those top names, they will definitely get a fan of a fourth fight. If both guys agree to it. Well, Big Dog, anything you want to say, man, if I get on to the next call?
No. That's it, man. That's it. Still Bomb Squad, man. I still love it. I hope he. Well, this is actually what I see happening. I can't see nobody else beating Fury. I think if Wilder put himself back in a position, they're gonna have to. There's gonna be nowhere else for Fury to go but to have to fight Wilder. Wilder end up if he fight Ruiz, beat Ruiz. If he fight White, beat White. If he even fight AJ, beat AJ. Who else is he gonna fight? He's gonna have to end up fighting Fury again. But I do want to see him implement some of the things that Malik and him were working on in another fight. Like you gotta have a little more defense. The defense is bad. So it's terrible.
What's your name again?
Jason.
Jason, man, thank for calling in, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Good shit on the show, bro.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Yep.
Shout out to my guy Jason in the 323. Man, I love when folks call in and give them their opinion, bro, because everybody's so passionate about what happened. And everybody still got love for Wilder. And everybody giving Fury his props. I ain't had not one caller call in and not give Fury his props. So look, smash that thumbs up button. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell, like, comment, and share. We got a goal this month of 600. I had to buy a new computer because my old one fucked up. It's somewhere around here. And the goal this month is 600. So if you want to super chat, Cash App, PayPal, you can do all that. If not, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Just smash that thumbs up button and get them likes up, man. I appreciate it. Going out to 402. 402, talk to me, boy. Y'all calling in hot today. What's going on?
Yo, Mike, what it do, man? It's D-Ray, bro.
D-Ray, what's good, my brother?
Hey, man, it's good to see you on the mic, bro. I appreciate you letting us get some bars.
Man, take it away, man. What you want? Give me your spiel on the Wilder Fury trilogy fight.
Hey, well, I think when you got people like George Foreman making the video, calling it a great fight, who am I to argue with him? You know, it's tough, but like you said, nobody came in hating on Fury. You know, try to congratulate him and be the good sports that we are, because that's the thing, though, is that with all of this good sports shaking the hand stuff, you know, I think they really, in a way, trying to paint the Wilder supporting people, fans, as bad sports, and you know what I mean, and that's giving them a reason to, you know, not hold back with all the hate, you know. So the ones, bro, that also, on vice versa, that give Wilder his credit, I salute those people.
Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely, bro. Because, you know, they are the, you know, a good reason that a person like me would even still, you know, be able to come to the chats and all that different things. I'm saying, because we can debate boxing, but, you know, as long as we do it with respect. And see, and that's the thing, bro, and that's one thing I love about you, your chat and the show, bro. You don't disrespect no fighters, you know what I mean? Now there's times, bro, that we got to get some jokes off and, you know, all that good stuff, and that's all fun, bro. But as far as them people actually putting their lives on their line for our entertainment, is something that we should not take for granted.
Absolutely.
Now, I got a couple questions for you, bro. First of all, do you think that Wilder had a concussion at the end of that fight? Because I do. I wanted to get your opinion on that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really think it matters all that much either. I think if he had a concussion, if he had whatever, it don't matter, man. He got beat. Simple as that. I mean,
I understand that. I'm just saying though,
like when you fight, things like that are bound to happen.
Of course, and I understand that, bro. Now here's the second thing. Now, is how different are the MX gloves from the gloves that Fury used?
Same kind.
Do they?
That's
so
why,
everything's the same except for the name.
That's why he switched to the Everlast MX gloves, because they are horsehair and also foam. You know what I'm saying? So that's why.
Okay, so they got the same thin pattern.
Yep.
With the foam. What? Hey, man. The only thing I can say, man, is congratulations, Fury, bro. I guess you deserved the championship, and but we still got our eye on you. You know what I mean? So and see, but that's the thing though, bro. Is with a lot of people saying that like Wilder's legs was whatever, like it's almost like they wanted him to be able to push a mountain, right? I'm saying, bro, that if he would have been lighter on his feet, not necessarily with the weight, but of course that would have helped. But you know what I mean? More of a moving target where he can get out the way and use movement to put Fury in vulnerable positions so he could get his shots off.
Yeah. But that didn't happen. What happened?
It didn't happen.
What happened was Fury put his game plan in, and Fury executed the better game plan. Honestly,
right. And he was able to follow to a T, and his whole team, was that's the thing. But see, and here's the thing though, bro, is Stephen A. Smith. He said that Fury is smarter. I'm not going to go that far, bro, but I will tell you, he is clever. He can make us, because that's the thing. Wilder said he wanted to go in with a clear mind, and the night before the fight, he already got to change gloves. So he's thinking, what's next? And that's where a lot of people also say that some of the fatigue could have been from being anxious to get in there and try to get his revenge when the sweetest revenge would have been bring that belt back. But hey man, I appreciate you, bro. Like you said, your phone lines have been just going crazy, so I had to jump in here and put my little 2 cents in, bro. But I appreciate you. Everybody subscribe, like, and share. Mike, hey man, tell them do that research before they call in, bro. I appreciate you though. Peace.
D-Ray, thanks for calling in, bro. I always appreciate you calling in, my guy. Come on, be nice. Be your last name.
Say complimenting, he's better than that, but it's hard because he got humbled, and what I hate about it is that
he definitely got humbled. That's a fact. Davidian. What's good, my brother? The Jays, what's good?
What's good, brother? Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Big Mike?
Man, you know what it is with me, man. Just trying to get out to all these callers and get y'all reaction to this fight.
No, it was a great fight. It was a classic fight. Of course, I've always been a Deontay Wilder since I've seen him. I knew he was going to be something great. But he just lost to the better man, the bigger and better man. So
simple and plain.
I can't really say no. I did jump out of my seat in the 4th round. I was very excited.
Man, the video.
I was able to get that knockdown.
I damn near went crazy on my live, man. Boy, he knocked Fury down. I said, man, we here. I said, nigga, we here. Man, Fury got his ass back up. I said, damn. We ain't got enough time to finish it. And honestly, that's the first time I've seen Wilder get somebody hurt. And he's not just coming in reckless. Normally, when he got you hurt, he coming in throwing goddamn me everything. But he must have had some kind of respect for Fury. Had to.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He was laying on him. He was doing his thing. Like, I mean, you know, I feel like Fury the best of his generation. You know, just simple
top
as
dog
that.
right now.
Like
I give him that. He definitely top dog right now.
I mean, but in my mind, I want to see him and Usyk go at it.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get that. Trust me.
And
we're gonna get AJ. Whoever win, AJ or Usyk, whoever win.
True. Yeah.
And honestly,
I like Usyk though. You know, he kind of that sleeper.
And we're keeping it a buck.
People sleep on him.
And we keeping it a buck.
Yeah. People.
I think AJ got a chance of beating Usyk in the rematch.
Yeah, he do. If he corrects some things, he do. But just know that Usyk gonna come with it. He gonna be better too. So I don't know. So I know a lot of people sleep on him because he's a smaller guy, but that dude is nice too. Even the lead up to the fight with AJ, I'm like, wait a minute. He was undisputed Ring Magazine, Muhammad Ali trophy at cruiserweight. So dude is nice though, you know. Regardless of color, dude is nice. Tyson Fury is a bad boy too, you know. And Wilder lost. So
let me ask you this:
that's my dude.
What do you say to the people that are saying Wilder should consider retirement?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't really agree with that. I don't think you should just write him off. He's still a bad dude. I still think he can, you know, depending on who he can get to fight, like an Andrew Ruiz, you know, Dillian White, possibly. You know, there's some matchups that he could come back to when he's better, you know, when he's healed up.
Absolutely.
I believe he could win. You know, I believe he knocked the shit out of some of these guys. So it's just Fury's, you know, they're both unique guys. Fury's big as hell. So, and a guy who can actually box and move and, you know, lay on you and beat you up. So it is what it is. I think Wilder can beat some of these other guys. So we just have to wait and see. And it'll be probably on pay-per-view because he's an exciting fighter. So.
Well, all right, big dog. The video. Anything else you want to say before I get on to the next call?
No, I'm just excited. You know, we got a lot of good matchups. You know, give Wilder or give Fury his credit. He's the big dog right now.
Definitely big dog.
But God bless you. God bless all the callers as well.
Yes, sir. Big ups to my guy at the video, man. Thanks for calling in, brother. I appreciate it.
Peace. Yep.
Yes, sir. For everybody who ain't already subscribed to the channel, please go out and do so. And let's get back to this mainstream media reaction to Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. We got a little bit more Stephen A. Smith. Then I want to go to Skip and Shannon.
Understand that in boxing, there's a 40-pound difference from lightweight or junior lightweight to the light heavyweight division. Mm-hmm. There's that many divisions with a 40-pound difference. But Tyson Fury is allowed to be 40 pounds heavier than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder came in at 238. He was bigger. And as a result, I think that his legs ultimately was going to leave him. But let's face reality, he also got beat up because Deontay Wilder was connected. I'm sorry, Tyson Fury was connecting on a lot of blows. Mm-hmm. Clearly, Deontay Wilder connected as well when it counted. But in the end, Tyson Fury was just too much for him. But it was, Mike, when you see this fight, Molly, when you see this fight, it was to be there. I have never been at a more exciting, better fight than where I was.
You were paying your dues.
It was unbelievable.
You were taking care of that London.
Yeah. All right, man. Look, I gotta give him credit what credit to do, man. Like it's unheard of that a man has to fight a man in boxing who weighs 40 more pounds than him. But in the heavyweight division, that is allowed. That is allowed, man. It's allowed, and I mean, is it fair? I don't think fair matters. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's wild. It's wild. Smash that thumbs up button, man. Get them likes up. Let's go out to Skip and Shannon. Let me excuse Skip and Shannon. There we go. Undisputed.
Well, the third fight between Tyson.
I could only go back to 68 when I started watching boxing. Probably I can go back to the trilogies. It starts and stops with that one. That if you have no other trilogies, Skip, that was it. That's it. The Ali. This one is so
you
good.
Just gave me goosebumps because you can't even think of another.
You're right. Now, Skip, I don't know if you remember this. Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric.
And what they say is Muhammad Ali versus Frazier, the best trilogy in boxing. There was a lot of people say Muhammad Ali versus Frazier, best trilogy in boxing.
Morales.
Yep.
2 of the 3 fights were fight of the years.
Yeah.
Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe. I know you remember that one. That was a slugfest. And Arturo Gotti and Mickey Ward. Wow. But Skip, this one is I can't believe I'm saying this because when you think about it, one guy lost all of them. And you talk about this is a hit because of what it gave us. We talk about a guy that put the guy down twice in the second fight. It comes to a split draw. Many people believe Fury won that one.
The first fight.
The first fight.
Yes.
The second one, he dominated. Fury just dominated with no questions and no ifs. Go to the scorecard. That no card had wild.
When you want, like a lot of people are saying that this is a great fight. Great fight. Great fight. Great fight.
Kind of like, well, damn.
True.
Fury, having been down in the first fight, got up, let him know that being down in the third fight, I can get up again. And Skip, I've never seen anything like Tyson Fury. Skip, I mean, when you look at him, you like, ain't no, again, judging a book by its cover, don't do that.
No. Nope.
Because you look at this man, ain't no, you like.
Look at that. Look at the left picture. Look at the ripples.
Ain't no way he's supposed to be able to do this, but he's so skilled.
He's a fat man.
I mean, one thing about Fury, like, if you told me that's what the heavyweight champion gonna look like, I would have laughed at you. No, like Fury is not no IG model. He's not no Anthony Joshua. He's not Deontay Wilder. He is a regular dude with a dad bod. He looked like he never lifted a weight or did a crunch in his life. He has a dad bod to the fullest. And it's funny, but it's also like, all right, I get it. Let me get to Skip right quick.
And catch him. You already.
Scale of 1 to 10. I can't give this fight as a whole more than a 6 on all-time greatness because the truth was, as much as I hate to admit it, that the bigger guy dominated the last 7 rounds of this fight, starting with round 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then put him down in 11. He just dominated. And to your point, Deontay Wilder came out looking great. His body looked great. He'd put on some muscle weight.
But he didn't need to, Skip.
Well, whatever. He got his mind right.
Do y'all agree with that? Did Deontay Wilder need to put on that muscle and come in at an all-time high of 238 pounds? Was that a miscalculation? Or would y'all have done the same thing? Sometimes it's not about getting Broly. Sometimes it's about getting that core strong. If you can get that core strong, then like it don't matter like what's coming to you. Only thing you gotta get used to is pushing something off of you that weighs 300-something pounds. I would have got there with that shit. I would have got there with that shit. Had my nigga right there on the side of me, or have them in front of me. A 1, 2, 3 punch combination. Push that sled 10 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Push that sled 10 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Push that sled 10 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just keep up. You gotta. Sometimes you gotta do some shit, man. It's about, man, how bad you want it, how good you want to be. How good do you want to be? When you go to those extra links and do the shit that ain't nobody thinking of. But came in at 238 all-time high and got tired very early. Now, is that a correlation? Maybe.
Yes.
I'm going to change my attack style. I'm going to use some jabs.
Right.
And then I'm going to hit him with all I got. And he'd been weight training and trying to increase what most people agree is the hardest punch in the history of boxing. Unfortunately, it's only with this.
Right.
And he threw it with all his might as many times as he could throw it until after the 4th round, he was punched out.
Yep.
And just on sheer will, did he keep his feet until round 11?
I don't know how.
Sheer will, heart, guts, courage. And yet, let's go back to what this was. Where the classic happened was the flip of the script, the turnaround from round 3, as you said, right on schedule. He got
he got knocked out in round 3 and then came back in round 4. He should have been squatting, not bench pressing. Mike, what do you think? What do you think is boxing falling and UFC rising? Because fucking one and a half years for a fight is really mind fucking, while UFC is only months. Well, I mean, they had to go to arbitration to get this fight pushed through. Fury did not want to fight Wilder for whatever reason. Maybe it was just pride, but they had to go to arbitration. Then Fury got COVID. So the reason why it was extended is because it was factors outside of boxing that had to be resolved, far as health and far as the legal part with the arbitration. But yeah, man. I mean, all in all, man, it was a very entertaining fight, bro. I love it, man. I have no quarrels with how it ended. I mean, the guy that I wanted to win didn't win, and it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Like we ain't get the victory. Cool. We ain't get the victory, man. We didn't get the victory. Fucking crazy. Let me see what we got going on, man. Let me see. Deontay Wilder and Reed, Uzi, right? Yeah. I mean, those are all great fights. Yeah, man, he's not gonna retire. Why would he? Why would he? Why would he retire? I don't understand why people think Wilder should retire. It makes no sense to me. Like, why does Wilder need to retire for any reason at all? The man is a warrior. Absolutely warrior. What's going on, Am? Talk to your boy.
What's going on, Mike? Great show.
I know.
Keeping 100.
All right. What's up? What you got to say, bro?
Hey, I don't think that crazy. I'm just saying Wilder tried. You know what I'm saying? He tried. So like, I agree with you on the team. Like, my issue with concerning him is like, where's the stuff they worked on, like the defense? Like, they must have realized that at some point you might be put in the same position. What are you gonna do from that moment? Is it?
I mean, honestly, Am, like you said, like I wasn't even listening to it. You was telling me like Malik Scott's telling him he's the man. he's got gifted. That right hand's gonna come through. He wasn't giving him no instruction about fucking defense.
Yeah. In regards to like, obviously, you know my stance in it. But I just see John Fury. He said it's Usyk or bust. He gonna tell his son if you don't fight Usyk next, you might as well drop the belt.
No, he'll probably fight Dylan White over in UK. And that's a big money fight here. That may even be a fucking stadium fight.
And I'm just throwing you a bone. So what if that fight? What if he do drop that belt? Would you want? Let's just say if hypothetical. Would you want that fight to be? Would you want that to be Wilder's next fight? Like so soon after this?
Absolutely. If Wilder wants it.
I'm saying you, not Wilder.
If honestly, I don't know. He went to the hospital, didn't stay overnight, so that's a good sign. After a loss like that, I mean, he's getting a lot of praise from it, so it's not like people out there killing him. I mean, yeah, fuck it. Dylan White can get it. Yeah.
You never know, bro. The way this heavyweight shit working out.
Yeah, man. You don't know when a punch done change somebody, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you ain't gonna find out till you get tested anyway. So.
Yeah, man. What fight Jamel Charlo say?
Oh, Jamel Charlo. Oh, he's yeah. Go check. I'm a
put in the chat for me. Put in the chat for me.
Go watch. All right, bro.
Thank you. I want to do a show about Jamel Charlo. Okay. Oh wow, Jamel said that. No excuse, skills pay the bills. I like that. All right, Jamel, we got a show for you then tonight, Nick. Yes, sir. You can get it. I got plenty of time today. Jamel Charlo. I love it. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna definitely get to that, man. It's gonna be another show, and we're gonna talk about Jamel Charlo and his comments, or whatever the hell you want to call them. Let me see what's going on. Anything else out there that I want to get to? I don't think so. Well, guess we're gonna call it a night. Call it a day. We almost 2 hours in. Smash that thumbs up button on your way in, on your way out. It don't matter as long as you hit that thumbs up button. One man band over here. You know what I'm saying? Support the channel. If you want to send me a cash app, you can. Cash app at the bottom of the screen is coming by right now. You can also send me a super chat if you appreciate the content. If not, just smash that thumbs up button, man. Like, comment, and share. What else I gotta say before I get up out of here? I ain't got no video of the day either, man. I'm lacking on the videos of the day, bro. I don't know how I'm lacking so much on the video. I be forgetting about the video of the day, bro. I gotta get back to my shit, bro. For real, I gotta get back to it, man. My video of the day was killer, dog. Let me see. Oh shit. Let me go to World Star, see what they got up. World Star. No, we ain't doing all that dumb shit. Yeah, man, I'm about to find something, bro. Next time I do a show later on tonight, I'll have a video of the day for y'all. I gotta get back to it, man. Salute, Dave FX. Salute. Big ups to my guy Easy Bands, High Noon, Jerome White, Derek Lincoln, Ten Commander Zulu, E-Dog, XQ While I Blaze Content, what's good? The Watchman, what's good? D Nice, what's good? Smash that thumbs up button, man. Thank y'all for checking out the show today, man. I appreciate it. Until next time, y'all know what it is. I should be back. What I'll probably do is I'll probably do the show like around 7:30, and it's going to lead us into the Monday Night Football game. We got the Baltimore Ravens taking on the I forgot who they playing. Going out to my guy. What's going on?
What's up? Salute, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Mike on sports. That's right. Salute to the panel. Salute to everybody calling in. Man, I wanted to talk a little bit more about it. I'm listening to the conversation, the people saying that Wilder should retire, what's next for Wilder, and all these things. One thing I did want to say and bring to everybody's attention, who is a Wilder supporter like myself, I'm a supporter. Wilder fought Fury 3 times here. 3 times. He fought what is now what we know to be the best heavyweight in the division 3 times. Looking at all 3 of those fights, when we go back and look at all 3 of those fights, Wilder took a lot of damage in that trilogy, in that series of fights. The last 2 fights, he took a real good amount of damage to. I'm concerned about him. And when I mean concerned, looking at him in this 3rd fight, he looked like a different fighter than what I know him to be. Kind of faster on his feet. He just looked like he may be. And I heard another, and I gotta really, I think it was Dante's Boxing Nation. I gotta give him a salute on that because he brought that up about possibly Wilder may be a little going downhill because of taking too many punches from that big man. That's a very big man to be punching you in 3 fights and knocking you out 2 times. So, I mean, I think we have to wait. Another concern I have is that he's always breaking his fists. He's always breaking his breaking bones. And we have to really think about that, man. That's a lot on this man. Can his body even hold up? I think it was a mistake even using the MX gloves because he said himself that, these are puncher's gloves. And he said himself that he was able to knock a lot of people out with them, but he was also able to damage his own hands in them. If you go back and look at that, he made mention that he has damaged and broke his own fist in those gloves because, he punched so hard and the way the gloves are designed.
Yeah.
I just think, looking at it, it's always, hindsight is always 20/20, man. And the weight thing, the conditioning, putting on too much weight, his body just not used to carrying that heavy weight. He's usually a slimmer guy. See, Tyson Fury, he used to being fat all his life.
Absolutely.
He used to carrying that weight around all his life. That's very different for Wilder. And he looked so, and we know he looked gassed. Well, let's tell the truth about it. He was gassed because he wasn't bought in. He was bought in too bulky. That's just what it was.
Yep.
He couldn't even hold his arms. The reason he couldn't hold his arms was because his arms was too tight to hold him up. They got filled with too much lactic acid. So where does Wilder go? I'm concerned about Wilder's health. I feel that he really went back a little bit because I'm used to Wilder getting that fast, boom, moving, pow, throwing that straight right real quick, and he just couldn't throw it that fast this time. Did Malik Scott do anything? I can't tell. I really can't tell because I really can't tell. I hate to say that, but I'm just telling the truth. I can't tell. Was it a great fight? No, it was a good fight. Okay. It was a good fight. I think it was a good fight. Did Wilder go out like a warrior? Yes. But to me, he took a beating, man. And if that's what the understanding of going out like a warrior is, then yes, he took a beating. But the truth of the matter is that we saw, really, I think we all saw it, and we have so much love for Wilder. I do. Like I said, I'm a great supporter of Wilder. I let that get in the way of things because I really saw from the beginning he couldn't beat Fury, to be honest. I saw in the first fight he couldn't beat him. No matter what, as much as I wanted him to win, as much as I wanted, to be right about it, I have to be a man and admit that I was wrong about that.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong.
I think
go ahead, bro.
I think we were all looking, hoping, thinking that right hand was going to land and do the damage that we seen it do to 41 other opponents, and
that's right.
That simply just didn't happen.
Right. And I think it's a reality check for all us boxing fans, for every boxing fan. We just telling the truth about boxing. You got to have, with someone that has such an eclectic array of devices in his game, like Fury does. He do a lot of different things. And since he's been with Crunk, he's turned to a different fighter. You gotta admit that since he's been with Sugar Hill and them, he's more entertaining as far as coming forward and banging.
Yeah.
He wasn't really doing that before. So we got to really look at what he done, and let's say what should we have done? What should our Team America should have done? Well, we shouldn't have got Malik Scott as a trainer. And let me this is not nothing personal. We should have been looking. Well, imagine if Deontay Wilder would have been with Crunk, would have really adopted that style and really got it down. I believe he would have definitely went further. Than what he would have gone with the trainers that he had, preparing him to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, which he did defend 10 times. You can't take that from him.
Yeah.
But the truth is, we always was looking. I always looked at, and I always said, I was always concerned about his fighting style, but we all got fooled by the power. It's like the magic trick, the boom, and here come the rabbit out the hat. But when it couldn't work, we didn't have much left, and that's just being real as a fan. I think so. All the guys who are Fury fans and the guys, when you hating on Wilder, I want you guys to remember this: that honestly, Wilder was the one to go call Fury out, to bring him back in, and to fight him 3 times, and drop him. I think between in the trilogy, I think it's a total of 9 times between those guys that they hit the ground or something like that.
Yep, 9 times.
That's a lot of punishment going on there. That's a lot of punishment for heavyweights, man. You don't see that in lightweights a lot, But think about that. Let's think about that. We know it's a 40-pound difference. I'm a believer that the way these guys are now, the kind of style of heavyweight that look like they're producing and pushing to the forefront now, it's a different prototype than what it used to be. The short, compact, fast dude. Now it's the real big guy imposing himself on you. You look at all the big heavyweights we got now that are really just big. So it's a different time, era. It's a different, generation to now. You will have to be fighting guys that's 40, 50 pounds bigger than you to be in the heavyweight division. That's why I believe that it should be a super heavyweight division now, because of, in some kind of way, they kind of bridge them. If they do fight each other, they get an opportunity, but it's not that they will lose anything.
Yeah,
so, that's just what you think about that.
It ain't really been one, and honestly, I don't think that it needs to be one. I just think that
I think they used to have a super heavy back in the days. They used to have a super heavyweight division. I think they tried it, but it didn't stay.
Yeah,
I got to look that up again.
Anything over 200 pounds is kind of crazy, but yeah,
right,
it is what it is, though. It is what it is.
Right. But that's what I wanted. I think we took a hard loss, but when we really look at it, honestly, a lot of mistakes we didn't prepare right to face Tyson Fury. We had, to face him in a way that we gonna beat him. We didn't get the right training camp, in my opinion. I'm not anybody else could think what they want, but in my opinion, we didn't have the kind of experience we need to face someone like Tyson Fury. The game plan was wrong. Don't put more weight on his upper body, and now he can't even breathe in 2 rounds. In 2 rounds, you can't breathe, man. Something definitely wrong with that. And we can't make excuses. We can't. I don't care if it did happen. You need to focus on getting on winning this title back. I'm not worrying about none of that other stuff. That's gonna take care of itself in this fight, but it didn't. So, salute to Tyson Fury, but salute to Deontay Wilder. It's bomb squad all day still. But we got to tell the truth about it. If we don't tell the truth, we only go fool ourselves, and we gonna really give the guys who really want to agitate the Wilder fans, we just giving them a bigger pot to eat out of. Let's tell the truth about it and move on. Salute. Salute to everybody. Salute to your brother Mike.
All right, thank you, man.
And the family. Yep.
Thanks for calling in, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, man.
Sure enough.
I agree with him, man. Like, we got to be real with ourselves. Got to keep it 100. Got to be real, man. Better man won, simple and plain. Better man won, simple and plain. Big ups to Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, and yeah, man, just keep on rocking out. Keep on rocking out, Tyson. Good luck to you, brother. Big ups to everybody out there in the chat. Thank y'all for watching the show. And I'm going to get on down, man. Y'all know what I do. Y'all know what I say. Every superhero needs theme music.
Sometimes you got to give people their flowers. While they can still smell them. Mark Nash. Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga. My brother. Let's get this done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up.